Oh, hey, could you get me the number of your tailor? I need to get my skirt taken in.
Um, that skirt is too small, not too big.
What do you mean? It's clearly huge on my waist.
That is not your waist. Your skirt is searching for a smaller waist and it found its way all the way up here.
Really? Doesn't seem like it's too small.
It is a little bit short though. I think it's time to admit that you may have gained a bit of weight and your clothes don't fit you exactly the way that they used to. Yo-yo and hello, my name is Lydia, and on today's episode of my 25-pound yo-yo, we will be discussing how to spot the signs that your clothes may not be fitting you exactly the way that they used to. I know, there are many obvious signs like when you can't pull up a zipper or fasten a button or get those damn jeans over your knees. But before it gets to that point, there's a lot of other subtle signs that your clothes are not fitting you as they should. And these subtle signs can even include making you think that your clothes are too big on you rather than too small. I know, it sounds crazy, but I've been there before, and I've watched friends and family say the same weird things as well as many influencers online. So this video is about how to spot those signals that maybe you've put on a few and your clothes just aren't sitting correctly on you. So let's watch this clip and then we'll come back here and discuss. That doesn't fit you anymore. So why don't last year's clothes fit? I think we may be ready for some truth. Well, my clothes are loose and need to be taken in. I think I've lost weight. Wrong. Your clothes are actually too small. Those extra gaps and wrinkles are just creating an illusion of looseness. This mirage often occurs in dresses, skirts, shorts, and pants. If your dress has wrinkles in the lower back and gaps around the arms, it's not too big. It's actually stuck on your hips and it can't pull flat, making it appear too big when it's too small. If your skirt can no longer sit comfortably at your waist, it will start to inch up in search of a new, smaller waist. This will give you the illusion that your skirt is too big when, in reality, it's too small. Shorts don't need to be skin tight to be too small. All that extra wrinkling and bunching is another indicator. When your shorts fit, they should easily be able to lie flat against your body when standing. Pants falling down can also mean too small and not too big. If last year you could easily bend your knees with your pants staying put, and this year when you bend down, your underwear is exposed, chances are your butt is much bigger and your pants just don't have enough material to cover it. Okay, they aren't too big, but they do still fit. They're just a bit short. I think that they must have shrunk in the wash, right? Wrong. No, they did not shrink. Your clothing only has so much material, and whatever is needed for the girth is being taken away from the length. This shrinking phenomenon applies to all sorts of clothes, including pants, skirts and dresses, shorts, and tops. If your pants that used to reach the ground now hover a couple inches above it, they may be too small. If your knee-length dress or skirt turns into a mini after taking a few steps, well, it's likely too small. If your shorts that used to stay put are now finding a home right up your butt crack, chances are they did not shrink, your butt has just gotten bigger. If your shirt used to remain tucked all day and now is constantly popping untucked, it didn't shrink. It's likely because there's a belly there that your shirt is not used to having to cover. Okay, My clothes are not too big and not too short, but they weren't exactly made well, and I'm just experiencing general wear and tear, right? Wrong. Those perceived flaws were not there last year, and truthfully, you haven't worn them enough to have wear and tear. The clothes haven't changed. You have. The pants with the faulty zipper are now too tight. The zipper is showing because you're forcing it closed. The pants with the small pockets are flaring because there's too much stress across your hips. The pants that pill or tear in the inner thigh are the result of too much friction being created when your thighs rub together. That shirt that makes you sweat because the fabric isn't breathable is more likely just too tight around your arms and bunching up in your armpits, thus causing you to sweat more. If you have a hole by your belt loop, it's not because it wasn't sewn on correctly. That loop is only supposed to support a belt. It's torn because that is where you pull when you're jumping into your already too tight jeans. That shirt with the buttons popping, well, that may be because your boobs have gotten bigger. But you can't discount what's happening on your back. Those extra rolls are probably a significant contributor as to why your shirt is gaping in the front. Well, I don't even like my old clothes anymore. They're too stiff anyways. You are confusing too stiff with too tight. If when you take off your clothes, you are left with indents and wrinkles in your skin that seem to last for a very long time, that's a clear indicator that your clothes do not fit you anymore. So if your closet is full of clothes that don't fit, what should you do? Go shopping for new clothes, of course, and maybe get back into shape so that you can enjoy your favorite clothes once again.
So there are a lot of warning signs that our clothes can give us to tell us that they are not fitting us quite correctly before they don't fit us at all. The most common of these I hear is, oh, it fits, it's just a bit too short. Because obviously it's easier to admit that something is too small in the length than too small in the girth. Now, when you're out shopping and you hear yourself saying that, oh, it fits, but it's just too short, go and try on a bigger size. See if that fixed the length problem. And I bet you most of the time it does. Now, when this problem happens with clothing that you already have, that's a different issue. That means that it was not too short before and now it is, so the most likely reason is because you've gained weight. So at that point, you have two options. You can either go shopping and buy new clothes that fit you in a bigger size, or you can do something and try to lose the weight that you've put on so that your clothes fit you again. Staying in ill-fitting clothes should never be an option. You might not want to go up a size, but trust me, you will feel much more comfortable and confident in flattering clothes rather than those ill-fitting tight clothes that are digging into you and making you feel like a stringed sausage. Lying to ourselves does no good. In fact, it does some harm because it keeps us in denial about our weight gain and delays us actually taking action to do something about it. Knowing these signs that your clothing is starting to not fit you correctly is like a superpower. It's like being able to see into the future so that you can stop the accident before it happens. If you have to wait all the way until you can't do up your clothes, well, you may have gained 15 to 20 pounds. But if you can recognize the signs that your clothes are starting to not fit, well, you may be in that 5 to 10 pound range, and it's not such a big mountain to climb to take that weight off. But while you are working at getting back to the old you, I think it's a good idea to go and buy some clothes that fit you at your current size. There's no point in torturing yourself while you're on this weight loss journey. You want to be comfortable, especially in the clothes that you're working out in. So until next time, yo-yo and let's go. And listen to what your clothes are trying to tell you.